was a rough day for the Tennessee Titans as they were taken down by the Rams 33-19. Good day in the first half, and then absolutely, and I mean absolutely nothing in the second half. Welcome in Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and I thought I'd get this video out for you guys because Titans are now 0-2, and you kind of have to start realizing what is going to be this team going into this season. And if we want to talk about the game, obviously we're going to talk about the game. It was a tale of two halves. The Titans looked absolutely incredible to start the game. Cam Ward was leading the way. He looked good in the first half. The defense was swarming on Matthew Stafford. They were getting to him. They were looking great. They were holding him to field goals. Right when you got into field goal range, got into the red zone, stopping touchdowns, and then the second half, it was just overall, the Titans felt like they just didn't know what to do in this ball game. And if you look at the stats, it looks like they completely dominated. I mean, with Matthew Stafford, 23 for 33, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did have an interception. When did that interception come? In the first half of the ball game. Kyren Williams, 17 carries, 66 yards. They had 298 yards in the air and 149 yards on the ground. It was just not great. Not great. And I made one of my keys to the victory. You had to contain Matthew Stafford and this team. Devante Adams had 6 catches for 106 yards and a touchdown. Puka Nacua had 91 yards receiving and 45 yards rushing. He just broke through. And it was clear that the Titans missed. They missed T'Vondre Sweat deeply in this ball game. And it's disappointing to say because you had the opportunity to go down and kind of take over this ball game. You went into the half once again, second week in a row where you're winning the ball game and everything's like, excuse me, this is the way that it's going to go. And it's looking good. This team is competitive. But then the second half comes by and you completely collapse. And I don't know why that is happening. It's very, 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 very annoying to watch when everybody gets their hopes up about this team. The Titans scored 13 points in the second quarter after they intercepted Matthew Stafford right before the half was going to end. They went up, and you're thinking, this could be an upset. This is really going to be an upset. And then you don't score a touchdown the rest of the ballgame. You do not score a touchdown the rest of the ball game. But that's why I subscribe to the channel, because I'm giving you guys reaction videos. Tomorrow we'll have our Overreaction Monday video coming out, and we can overreact. Once again, is Brian Callahan supposedly the answer as your head coach? Because it's starting to look more and more like it shouldn't be. 8 straight losses dating back to last season. And Brian Callahan says, still got a lot of belief in this football team. We can win games in this league, but right now we haven't put together a game worth winning against 2 really good football teams to start. Cam Ward, after a rough first game of his NFL career, it was a lot better. It was a lot better. Read off the stats for you guys in this one. 19 for 33, 175 yards, and a touchdown. Again, sacked 5 times. And I will say one of those sacks was all Cam Ward from what I saw. He looked and had an open field to the right, but he went back in to the left and was sacked. Offensive line's got to be better. Offensive line has to be better. I know you're missing J.C. Latham, and hopefully he is not gone for a long period of time. But if you can't protect your quarterback, you're not going to win. You're not going to win games. You're not going to win football games. Simple as that. It's just disappointing to see. It feels like, honestly, if you guys have seen that meme, and it's all over Twitter, honestly, the picture of the Bugatti that's in the trailer park, because you see Cam Ward, the just composure, the potential of how good he can be in this league. The throws that he made today, the throws that he made was incredible. On the touchdown throw, his first career, he rolls out right, and he does the one thing that everybody tells you, do not do. Don't do it. And that's throw across your body. But it was a dime, an absolute dot. But you go into 0-2. You start the season off 0-2. And you lost Kevin Zeitler. Hurt his elbow, did not return. And Bryce Oliver hurt his knee. L'Jarius Sneed went into the medical tent twice late. And the secondary is very, very bad. Like, they were getting pressure on Matthew Stafford a little bit, but it felt like overall, they were all over the field. When it came down to the Rams offense, they were throwing dots. Matthew Stafford was just picking them apart. But once they got down into the red zone, where the field kind of collapses and you're not worried about really, you can play more of a zone coverage rather than man-to-man. And that's when the Titans kind of succeeded. But when you have Roger McCreary, you have L'Jarius Sneed, and Jarvis Brownlee Jr., they struggled a lot. Devante Adams looked like the Devante Adams of old when he had Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback. So, it's a tough loss. It's a very tough loss. And it felt like the momentum just completely shifted. Like, it really felt like the team kind of gave up, in a sense, after the Cam Ward strip sack. And that's, you got to hold on to the football, man. I know you have to protect, but you got to hold on to the football. You have to hold on to the football. It's a bad play. You're going to have turnovers. But overall, no interceptions for Cam Ward. Tony Pollard, much better game. 20 carries, 92 yards, 4.6 average. I was really impressed with Cam Ward. Calvin Ridley, man. I bet you to get over 900 yards receiving this year. And you have not done much. 3 catches. You're supposed to be one of the best wide receivers in football. And I know my hair's messed up. It's been a long day. Elic Ayomanor, though. Unbelievable. And you can see that he is going to be Cam Ward's favorite target. He's all over the field. The route running is impeccable. Like the one where he pinned it over his shoulder, like right here. And then the touchdown catch. He's going to be a star in this league. And then the defense, 8 tackles for Amani Hooker. Like Jarvis Brownlee Jr.'s has got to be better. Only 1 PBU from any of your corners. And it was Roger McCreary. And that's it. Nothing from Jarvis Brownlee Jr., nothing from L'Jarius. Oh, no, I'm sorry. L'Jarius Sneed, too. You need him to stay healthy. You played a good team. The Rams are 2-0. This schedule is tough. This schedule is really tough. But you have to start asking questions. What are the Tennessee Titans? Are they going to be up for a top pick again? Maybe. I don't think they're the worst team in the NFL. I think we know the Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL after they lost to the New England Patriots. It was a competitive game. You lost by 14 points. You let 13 up in the fourth quarter. Joey Sly, 4 field goals, solid. Cody Barton, interception, solid. Elic Ayomanor, solid. One-handed catch. And Cam Ward, that one play where he just pitched it under, you can see that he's going to be successful. The team around him just needs to be better. And next week, doesn't get any easier, guys. Doesn't get any easier. You know who they host? The Indianapolis Colts, who won yet again. They're 2-0 with Daniel Jones as their quarterback, and Daniel Jones looks great. It's unbelievable to see. It's kind of disgusting to see, honestly. They won on a miracle field goal. It was the 60-yarder they missed. The Broncos were celebrating, and then the refs threw the flag, called leverage, turned it to a 45-yarder instead of a 60-yarder, made the field goal, and now they're 2-0. And that's who the Titans host next. September 21st. We got you covered. That's why you subscribe to the channel. But before then, go down in the comments section. Do you still believe in this Titans team? Give me a Y for yes. Give me an M for no. And while you're down there, hit that sub button, guys. Tomorrow, giving you the overreaction video. So hit that sub button, and as always, tighten up.